Hello and welcome. I have no idea why I had forgotten that I've got that new seeder and why I bought another one, although obviously there are going to be some times when a no-till is going to come in handy, whereas that needs a cultivator. So on this particular instance, luckily for us, the farmer had actually cultivated it, and obviously for seeding it will do. So I came in and I thought, why have I bought that? why I've already got that one? But yeah, it is because of the no-till, if I'm honest. This'll do everything. So yeah, definitely we are spreading out. We've got too much equipment, but all the equipment over here, we do definitely need to expand. Well, literally put some. I'm looking here, but it's a little small. It is. I'm really chuffed about our new purchase, and I'm not going to forget this little thing. It's done us proud, and I don't want to forget that fact. Yeah, I really do want to incorporate it. That's true. We've got the cultivator as well, haven't we? So yeah, we've got it covered both ends. We can cultivate the little one if necessary, and we've got the caster seeder. We've also got to get this lot out, haven't we? I believe, yes, we have. So whilst the seeder is seeding, we're going to get cracking. I don't need the weight. Let's put that front. Yeah, let's put the front loader down as well. Interactive Zomar, because I was doing a test yesterday. I noticed it was on Rombos, but yeah, I didn't want to keep popping in and out. Right, smashing, and we're on Euros, that is correct. Let's stick this down, yeah. Now let's try and make the maximum use of our BJ as well. I usually put a few little implements out and about. It is part of the furniture after all. Stick that down. Stick the back one. In fact, I think I'm dropping both. Hopefully, yeah, we shouldn't need this for doing the silage runs. That's what that's my main purpose, to hopefully get us a little bit up again. I would like to put a shed down, really, but at this present moment, right, that's a point, yeah. We are actually doing this with... Right, I'm going to set up off camera, because it can sometimes be a bit of a pain, but I'm going to drag that on camera. Yeah, I've done quite a few sessions. I've done a few on Rombos, and I'm on the grass field now, Little House on the Prairie on that, and it is a monster. I would say that's going to take about 4 or 5 hours for me to do, even time lapse. That's going to be a beast. Yeah, I'm not sure whether to miss some of the video out. Yeah, there are a lot of people like myself that feel to watch all of the content, but just time lapse is good. But there is Rombos was the one that really taught me. There are some things that are just so massive that everybody would give up the will to live if they watched through it, even time lapsed, because it's just the same thing for 3 hours. So yeah, Rombos was indeed the one that actually taught me that. Right, let's try and maneuver this correctly, because this is the slowest of them all. Let's try and get the angles right before we swap over to handballing. Right, if I get the angle right on this, to be honest, it should. I am right. Probably, no, no, because it's a main thoroughfare. I knew this was going to be a little bit, there's no perfect way to do this. I did know that. Although, no, I suppose Attingham. Yeah, let's put that up a little higher. In Attingham, we've got the conveyor, which is the big brother to all of this type. And similarly to this, you can sort of... Yeah, I'm still going to need to... It's still way too big. Yeah, I think we're going to need to... Whoa, do what you've done before and drop it over. Oh, yeah, it's not very stable, as you'd imagine, like this. So I'm going to have a look. Where is the end of that? Oh, that's about right. If we get this right, is that as high as it will go? It is. So that's always the best you can ever manage is... Yeah, we're going to have to push it. On Attingham, there's a bit enough of a yard that you can actually get away with sort of leaving it like that all of the time. But yeah, that then sends... No, there isn't. I think if you'll never get it perfect, and I suppose there's sometimes things that when you do design a yard that you think next time I'm going to get that right, but I'm not going to yeah, it is what it is. I just think that maybe he is slightly better actually, slightly out. I did say I was going to do this off camera. Yeah, I like to show some of these things for people. Yeah, there is the optimal angle. If you do that right, which I think is there, it's out of the BGA, out of the clamp, but you could actually use your clamp without being there all the time, really, and that is what I would class as ideal. In Attingham and Getaway, I don't think no, maybe, because of how high that is. That's what I try to do. If I can get a piece of equipment set up, but it isn't in the way enormously. Like Attingham is exactly the same as that. Right, that's packed up. Right, I do think, well, obviously though, one thing we are going to need we are going to need a quantum. This time probably to lease. Although no, thinking about it, if we're on our hourly tick up, in fact, you know, this is actually, let's just grab that and do that now. Whilst I'm chatting, because it's literally one belt system. Yeah, this has still got snow on it, which is a little bit disturbing. Can we force dump this? Yeah, okay. Still keeps a bit of snow on the top though. Oh no, we're going. Fantastic. Oh. That's better. It's alright. I was, unloading here, that's what you don't want. You want this just to have, literally to sense triggers. Useful for dumping snow, but not much else. Right, so if we do this here, now we're going to need to, it's a bit of a lip. Yeah, there is. I'm going to have to unfold that and do it with the tractor. Right. Oh, we're nearly there. It's going to take you minutes to do the last little steps of what you've got to do. Got to drag that one and stick the little... I mean, the little one's perfect for little jobs like that. So I say I'm not going to get... Never been a massive one for getting rid of. I had one of the little Massey Ferguson grey tractors on loan note. And I did get rid of it at the beginning. I needed to cash in, would you believe, on that amount of money to finish a contract. Oh, come on, seriously? But I bought it back later from the person I sold it to, wink wink, yeah, because I didn't want to get rid of it. I didn't want it to look like, oh, it served its purpose. Right. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, I didn't. I don't like to cast aside and to have something that was useful, but now I've got something better. Now, of course, they've got something that's got a better, no, not better. I say, choice of language sometimes make things sound terrible. Well, that's not what I mean. Oh, is the quantum finished? Fantastic. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look, make sure everything's spot on. Oh, of course, no, it does. Yeah, that's right. It's not worker friendly. I did say that, didn't I? And I had forgotten. Right, let's just finish this off. I'm going to go into a time to tell you why, because I've then got to set up that, as I've just said, and we will, then offload the silage. So I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. That's interesting. The silage limit on this is 75 tonnes. This is this, yeah, quite a few times I've seen this when you mix. I didn't do that on purpose, but this is picking up from the storage of that. Whether that is it supposed to though? Is this not like adding a slurry point next to a manure pit, I suppose. Is it true? I've always thought this was a... But the bottom line is, me having that there, also, I would imagine the straw is also going to pull into here. Yeah, it is. Straw's running, so the straw is being pulled from this into this without me doing the conversion, which is bad in a way. I don't really want that to happen, so what I ought to do is switch the straw off. We want to convert the straw to proper silage, which is a lot more lucrative than actual straw, so I'm going to switch that off. Useful in one way though, truthfully, because obviously you know... It's really clever. I'm really impressed with that. One good thing is this is actually just going to continue on because the silage limit has now been lifted from 75 tonnes due to the additional storage that this is actually pulling, which is quite phenomenal. I've always only used this, never actually been close enough to a silo this for this to actually ever happen again. I've seen it with other things. I've seen it with the Lords all-in-one productions. I thought it was a peculiarity of that, but now I'm seeing its game mechanics, which is quite amazing. We've now run out of limits on this. Yeah, I hot leased this. Yeah, I've swapped the Haut. Let's have a look. It has that. Is that going, or has it got stuck somewhere? It didn't seem to be very... Yeah, okay. Let's... Do you know? Rubbish. I'll do it myself. Yeah, I picked up one contract, and I thought about the reach on this thing. It is true, I have said... Yeah, I am not using this anymore as a front box, but it is, yeah, like this. This is allowed by game mechanics, and a front loader is capable of such. Well, obviously you can have massive buckets, so yeah, obviously the Samurai looks a little bit smaller. It's a bit of a TARDIS, but nevertheless, yeah, this configuration will work. It will, and you could again. I was talking about this in the very last session. Simulating now, obviously if I run this on a field with a worker, it's just going to pull that as additional storage. Now what it really is simulating is the fact that I could take my back box off and tip that into that, which I obviously could. That's the definite fact, but farming simulator mechanics obviously just pull that as additional storage. It's a bit of a simplification, so I'm going to run with it. I am. That's not cheating. I can't do anything about that. But it is only simulating. If I kept dropping that back box off and turning around and literally using that as a shovel and tipping that into the back box, I don't think that's much of a stretch. The front loader power is quite phenomenal and is up to this type of thing. Well, hence the fact yeah, we all know about front loaders versus telehandler loads and that type of thing. But yeah, this is capable of lifting this type of thing, so I am gonna run with this. Probably this will be my new way. Is there? It's there. It's the other side of this. Yeah, I will run with this as the new way that I am going to use front boxes, because this is... Oh, that's down someone's drive. I apologise. Now then, train. No, we're good. Right, okay, I'm going to set this course up off camera, and then we are going to literally pop back and I'm going to reset up the belt system for a little bit longer now, and because it does take a while. I've got to be honest, it took me quite a few minutes to get that right. So yeah, I'm literally going to run this, start this going. The next thing you're going to see is me back over there when I have altered the configuration of the belt system so that it's now running a little bit more. So I'm going to see you shortly. Right, yeah, this is going to be a bit faffy, I think. It's, yeah, oh, have we reached storage? Oh, we haven't reached storage limits, we were just on about that, weren't we? Oh, hang on, why is that unhooked? I moved it and it broke out, that's why it stopped. There's nothing to do with that. That must be moving or something. Yeah, it is. Why is that moving? Where? Strange. You have some sort of mod crash or something? This is peculiar, it really is, in some ways you've got to be almost square, and then other times it's got a really lenient This to me looks like it's crashed and burned. Oh, it is. It's still attached, but it wasn't. Right. Okay. Let's just grab this because this is not quite right now. It right, smashing. Now I need to move that. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit. I thought I'd just quickly show it, and also the fact, hopefully, that you would get the contract as well still going. That you could see that. Yeah, I didn't want that to be gone. I know it's. You would believe me. You saw me setting up and all the rest of it, but yeah. Wow. How much have we got? We're not doing badly on this actually with that. I've never seen this before. Obviously, this is quite new to me, that the silage limit now is stupendous. You could literally offload this entire field, which I will do. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to literally grab all this. I'm going to move the quantum again as soon as it stops. No, I don't need to. I don't even need to speed time up. That's brilliant. 5,075,000 litre limit due to the silo being read as additional storage, which I suppose actually. It is interesting how the game mechanics do work, truthfully, when you figure something out, and sometimes even by accident, but that's not a bad thing to actually have, truthfully, to augment the building storage on this and have it all running as it would do, I suppose, if it is true where you would link it. I suppose, again, this is what we were just talking about. Mechanics. How mechanics work are a little bit simplified. I don't mind running with mechanics, but I'm trying to aim for realism, so I won't be using those back boxes, the transporter, and that on the front again. At least I'm hoping that I don't forget, because it's been such a habit of mine over the years that it's almost ingrained. Right, 20,000. Let's do the lease to own for that. Yeah, we're going to use the quantum again, so let's buy that now. No, you're looking in the wrong place. Let's purchase yeah. I know it's going to skint us, but yeah, and we've got the contract finished, so just perfect. Let's grab that, and that will take us back up to having a bit of funds again. Any more? Oh, my life. Absolutely, we will. Right, okay then, so I'm going to go off camera a little bit. I'm going to leave this, no, I'm not going to leave this tunnel, it's finished. Right, yeah, I'm going to get this going again. I'm going to move that along once more to a much better place. I would say that if we move that one more time properly, we should actually get this pretty much right. So I am going to stop recording for a few minutes, set this up, and also go out. Yeah, I'm going to top up the box. I'll go to the shop. In fact, yeah, I'm going to... Right, setting this going again. I've told the worker to drive up to the shop, which I reckon we should just about get this, if I'm honest. Yeah, with the we know how good the thing is on these, truthfully. So yeah, I'm thinking we bought that, so that's ours now, up to 8,527 with the contract. I'm going to finish, or I don't know whether I'm going to finish contract 30. Field 30 is a big field. Where is our work? It shouldn't be far away. Please tell me you've managed to figure that one out. Ah, you've gone that way. Right, we're going to run over to the shop, I think, in a second, and we'll meet them up there, and yeah, I'll show you. I'm not going to like start the camera for that little bit. We did have a bit more. I'm not going to worry about it now. Yeah, to be honest, I think I could have done it. It's 83% and used 17% on that field. I think it would have worked, but just not willing to risk it. It's a big field, so let's grab. And I do realise, yeah, I'd thought, why have you forgotten that you've got that lovely purple boomed armed sprayer down at the shop? And that is probably the reason. Now, is that? Yeah, it is. It's all line. Let's open and grab a bag. Now, are these? I think they are. But no, I did it for seeds. I think these are still lime, if I'm honest, but I will try. These are the others. Yeah, they are. No, it is definitely the wrong kind of thing. Yeah. Let's grab some more of those bags. Now, that is the point. We did Yes. Ah, I've not got the big bag lifter, have I? Do you know, in all honesty, it's probably very worth our while actually having a big bag lifter, especially knowing how reasonable they are as well, to just leave one at the shop for this exact thing. It saves lugging the lorry around everywhere for like doing a single contract like today, which, let's be honest, that happens quite a lot. So if it was another 8,000 for the big bag winch, then I wouldn't, but for 250, that is an amazing price, so I'm just not going to quibble about it. Just going to buy another one and leave it always at the shop. He says, yeah, I know myself, I'll probably grab it at some point, take it somewhere else, and end up buying a third one or a fourth. Yeah, this is the way I roll. I am a terror for it, I must admit. So I've got to be firm with myself and say, no, this has got to stay here. Wow, the CSN pack is stupendous. Loader, indeed, front loader. Right, let's stick that on, so we know this is what my magic was there. Yeah, but it's the same brand. Oh, forgetting your fertiliser bag as well. Yeah, and these are the new ones. I'm really pleased with this, the 1313 pack. Obviously, I didn't know anything about this, but obviously you're getting another 500 litres for pretty much the same. Well, actually, what is the proper price of that? Oh wow, that's 2,100 for 1.5. Yeah, 1,820 for 1,000 litres. So I've got to be honest, that is an absolutely amazing mod. Really is. Going forwards, I really don't mind that I'm. Let's go couple 3,000. Yes, it's not like we're not going to use this. Right, and also let's move this a little bit. So we actually do need some from this, for this, should I say, not from this. Yeah, let's shift these out of the way though. I want to make this realistic. I don't mind leaving a little bit and taking certain liberties, because we know really the shop is really for me on this map. But yeah, also trying to play sort of realistic. Let's at least sort of put this in the realms of realism where we could. Yeah, now obviously these ones, oh, you can attach. Yeah, but it is weird because it is, yeah. That's the point. Am I going to be able to release that? Because this is weird. You're not through any eyes, are you? Oh. Yeah, I think we should do this with straps. With it being slightly peculiar. Oh, I've lost the tilter function again. So it's nothing to do with the... It's got to be the tractor. Yeah, I can't tilt the front. Well, you do automatically. You automatically tilt. But it's not doing it. It's staying at, you know, like that at angle all the time. So I think I would have to snap these anyway, for the fact that I can't let go any other way. So it is very hit and miss, but it isn't the Haut itself, and it was nothing to do with the fact that the quicks could go on here as well. Right, let's anyway, I think I can, let's just stick that in there. We know it was alright with this, he said. Okay. I wonder if it is to do with the way it's attached. Whether, yeah, it could be game mechanics again, which is annoying because I yeah, need to see attach. Is it that then it appears to game mechanics to be? Wow, it is. It's all to do with that sense system. Amazing. Oh wow, I'm glad we sussed that out. So we've got to do the attach thing, even though it's a bit peculiar on these bags, for that to actually work. Alright, well, you live and learn. Did wonder, you've got to sort of look at these things sometimes, it's quite amazing. Right, let's drop that. Smash it, wow, that is amazing. I am really bowled over by that. Right, I am not bowled over by the fact that I can't move this though. Yeah, I've gone for the shorter one because obviously the reach is shorter, but it's still long enough. I mean, I know it's not the right one for this, but yeah, this is me. If we're going to sort of make this change and I'm going to play realistically, then I'm going to, yeah, use the mechanics as best I can. And all it is really is a shovel. And I could still do the same with the this. I would imagine though now, if I'm thinking about this, what the Samurai is really the only realistic one because it is also a bucket, whereas the others, even the Joskin 3-point box is a back box. It's not really designed for what we're trying to do. So yeah, I want to do this properly as well because we know these bags didn't like being emptying into this normally. They did not like that at all, so I'm not going to do that. Ooh, just teetering. It's better though, it is better. How far can we go and still be realistic? Yeah, and I can't alter the tilt again, so let's put that cover on it. Let's be realistic. Right, I'm going to run this up to the and have a chat to you because it's always nice to have a look on the Haut Beyleron map anyway. It's a gorgeous icon, especially when the sun's out. And really, not being funny, but all we're doing is watching silage go into the hopper of the BGA. So yeah, what I will do is when we do set this going, I'm going to pop back. I probably will speed time up so that we can process all the way through. I'm going to look. No, the price was awful on digestate. We've got quite a lot of digestate, funnily enough, from over the last couple of days. You know, the little bits and dregs and the little bits and bats that we've put in. I think it was up to 83 tons. So again, it's almost like before. But again, the price is. I'm going to do as I do on other Let's Plays. I'm not sure how long Haut Beyleron is going to run, but I am actually thoroughly enjoying this, really enjoying it. And I'm trying to, I seem to get to a certain stage and I start to then go big. I think I'd like to keep this medium, just so as it feels comfortable, so that on those sessions where I can't do a Rombos session because it feels so massive, or an Attingham session now that we've got the Monster Field and all the others, that this is one of those places I can go because it's small to medium. I like that. Stone Valley the same. I think I'm going to play that exactly the same. I'm not going to buy the massive field. We're going to buy field 1 or the one opposite the farm. I think we're going to buy the one in the corner. Then we're going to have 3 medium fields, not go massive. Then it's again, I've got 2 Let's Plays that are medium. I mean, we are playing those, Matana, what's it called? Farm Supplies. Farm Production Pack, the original one, or is it? Anyway, there were 2. There's the Farm Supplies and there's the Farm Production Pack. I think it's that one. Now then, let's switch the field on. 2730 is that one. Ooh. Okay. We've hit some. Somebody has spilt some. That must be where we put something before. We know these are our patches, and of course we can't get the Mac. Yeah. We are littering and not even meaning to litter. Right, I'm going to set this off camera, so and then I'm going to literally, you will see me next, starting back at, we're going to go and take a look at the farm. And I will call it a farm now, because it's definitely taking sort of shape as a farm. So I am going to see you in a few minutes. Right, I've got a bit of a problem. We've got some silage in here. Just switch that off for a minute so you can see 317 litres, which is here. But it isn't actually doing anything. The conveyor is on, as you can see from the blue icon on the top. It is not actually doing anything. So I think the only thing we can do, of course you've got to empty a silo completely, is if it will let us, is to use that trick to use the landscaping tool to actually get rid of it. That's the only thing I can think to do, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to show you just that things weren't, let's switch that off. The things weren't quite working right. Let's get this out because we're going to need this next time outside. And also try to see if we can get rid of that little blob there that was causing it. Did get rid of some that obviously those artifacts of where we dumped that, something's definitely not quite right. Obviously I don't know if it's the mod or whatever. I mean, it can be anything really with mods, can't it? Right, so can we leave the quantum in there? I doubt it. Right, let's unhinge you. I prefer to tug this, if I'm honest. It's easier to drag than it is anything else. It's a bit willful on a lot of surfaces, the Versatile, the vintage one. Yeah, it don't seem to want to move sometimes one way. So I think I seem to be getting into the habit now of just dragging it with the tractor. Now then, is there any way? Is the Versatile? Can we leave the Versatile? Can we? Because that's perfect. It is actually, that is true. Do we just fold the Quantum up? That is a point as well. Yeah, learn a lesson from Atten, because we are going to reclaim this back. Is if you can, belt systems are faffy. They really are, always have been and always will be. So if you can minimise, like I have on Atten, if you can minimise this and get this in the perfect position for each and every time, then you really are better to do that, even if it means, let's be honest, yeah, even if it means putting them on your yard. This is going to be, let me just pull back a bit camera-wise. Yeah, so if we can, no, put that there, and then we're going to just try to get rid of that little bit of stuff. Yeah, and we're going to reclaim this and concrete this. Of course, I'm going to have to, yeah, those little bits of snow and that, I'm going to also use the landscaping tool to get rid of those, including the little bit of silage, just for convenience. I mean, it's useful that does do this, because otherwise you would be stuffed in a situation. Will it let me sort of sneak it like that? Yeah, it will. Yeah. It's very, very fantastic. I don't know what we'd do if you didn't have that, to be honest. It's very useful. One more. Smashing. Bunker silo is empty. Bit of trickery, but it does work for those who don't know about that as well. Right, should we do the concreting now? Yeah, let's... No, we've only got £5 grand. Right. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump to the tractor and we are going to pop... I'll tell you what I could do that is useful. Let's go and grab our sprayer. Yeah, I was considering buying one of the tiny little mowers that's just dropped because of the horsepower requirements. Now, had the little Antonio Carrera had a front 3-point link, then I would have done it, because there's also very lightweight one of the Alpine packs by Giants, a really, really low horsepower front mower, and I was going to put a front mower on it and also one of the little 1.8. I shall show you what my plan was. But yeah, and I'm not going to buy another one just to make the plow. Oh, actually, no, there is another thing we could do. And I'll show you that as well. I was considering, because our tractor the 210 is struggling a little bit. I've got to be, yeah. I'm going to say it again. I'll probably be honest. Yeah. Did I ever repair this? I don't know that I did. Still, we've got our repair feature, our repair points on our farm now, so no, I didn't. I think I did. Yeah, it is amazing, out of sight, out of mind, that old saying, and it is true. Literally, I was talking about spraying, and I was in editing when I came past the shop and I thought, you've got the Hardy Navigator. What are you on about? Not just have you got a sprayer, you've got a really good sprayer that's going to see you through the entire Let's Play. You can even do contracts with this. I think, is it the 27? Yeah, we could extend it. Or is it, I can't remember what the biggest, I mean 27 is not, it's not awful anyway. Yeah, we'll stick this on the side of the field with all the other things, which seems to be our equivalent to a shed until we can afford a shed. And I wouldn't mind buying some of those, my favourite ones from the French farm pack. Like it is Evertana, yeah. Well, we're 86% completed on that, so do you know something? Yeah, we'll just wait for that to finish, I think, and then we are going to call it. Oh, no, I was going to show you one, sir. I would have wanted to do this at the shop, but yeah. Yeah, if you go to mowers, I'll show you the... there is the set Nussel as well. I'd forgotten about that. It is a bit expensive. I mean, for like that, when you consider like something like that, which is a 4.4. But the fact is, it's obviously made really with low horsepower cramp. So there is that one, and I think the Giants one is actually just as I won't say, yeah. Again, I suppose this is start from scratch, and it makes you Very conscious of money. That's a 60 horsepower, so the Corto, although I like that, it is quite a... The other thing I was thinking was the HX20. Slightly over horse, but it's a fairly flat field. I think that was the one that I thought in the end that's the way to go. But the one I originally, the RDMR is a heavy duty thing and shows on the thing of it running on the back, but because it's got wheels at the back as support, it could run on the front just the same, to be honest. Although I would imagine probably the 3-point link, as I now know, there are different categories of those. If it was set, well, that depends on the tractor that you're using, I suppose, really. So yeah, but it's still 100 horsepower, whatever way you look at it. So yeah, these Nova discs, these are quite good, but they're too powerful for our little tractor. So, oh, hang on, have I not ticked the boxes I've put in the game? I haven't. Right, okay, I shall have to make sure next time I come to Beyleron, I actually put that on. That probably means I've also not ticked the little tractor that I also wanted to show you, which was the other idea I'd got. I may have done that, you never know. You can sometimes tick one box and miss another one. Yeah, obviously some of these you can go have a proper front 3-point link. Don't think you can on that one. Wow, that's I didn't realise that. That's quite amazing. Storage. It won't be a lot, will it? 890 litres, just under a tonne. I must have a better look at this pack, but there are some of these with front 3-point links. Can you change some of them? Because these are getting expensive. There you go. Yeah, I mean, 75 grand. I can buy big tractors for that, 143 horsepower ones. So yeah, although it is fantastic, it was on the sales. Yes, you could do it, but yeah, I'll show you. Anyway, I was sorry for getting sidetracked. Oh wow, didn't realise it. Got one with tracks. Let me just see. Let me at least see if we've got that one in. It's not the DO6, although that is very reasonable. It's even cheaper than that. It is a relic, I've got to be honest. But yeah, I'm just quite sure if we shop around on eBay we can find... Have I ticked you? No, I haven't. Right, I shall show it next time that we're on Beyleron. Aha! We have finished our contract. So, let's... we should... Yeah, no, we should draw it anyway. Oh no, because then he can't actually finish, and I always like them to finish. We'll just wait till we get the message, and then I can feel quite happy. Yeah, look at the grass though. March, say it's going to be first growth stage. That's what I'm saying. If I hate cutting in November, but look where we've got because we did do it, and that's the real important thing that I think that we actually... In Farming Simulator, it is one thing leads to another thing. Fantastic. Let's just see if there are any more to get for next session. No, there aren't. Smashing. So we're back up to 18,553. Yeah, we bought a few bits and bobs. I say this was a bit of a mistake, but it will... we could actually go and do a contract, because we did. The one thing I am going to say, as good as that is, it's only good for me. It's not good for a worker. It misses until that's fixed. It does a row, misses a row, does a row, misses a row, and it thinks it's finished. So yeah, this is only good for a human using it. It is a fantastic bit of kit. I do love this, and the principle is sound. It really is. So again, I'm not arguing with that. And of course, it's only a small capacity, so weight-wise, it looks mainly plastic with a little bit of a strength and a. So it isn't heavy, which in fact it should show us if we look closely at how heavy it is. No, it's just telling you what's in it, not actually what it is. Right, okay. Well, okay, let's finish with that. Let's have a look, because we have got the technology to actually figure this one out. No, this is not that, it's a cedar. It looks like one of those. Yeah, 401 kilograms, still fairly hefty. There's a fairly, I mean, that is a lot. I've got to get better at converting pounds, because in my head I'm still a pounds rather than a kilogram type person. I've got to be, truthful. That is definitely true. Right, anyway, enough waffling from me. It's been quite a long session, but very productive again. How much? Oh, that's right. I was going to speed time up, wasn't I? because we've got an awful lot of 200 and something tons in there. Yeah. And next time, we'll speed time up because there's no rush on this, and then we'll grab 280 as well. We'll grab some more of the straw. I'm hoping that this coming time, that's the point. Can you set? No, I don't think you can you? You can't set do you know, I might try it off camera. Not now, I might add, but yeah. Let's just speed time up for today. So there's no rush to get that straw and to stick it in there to convert it to our silage, but we will do that definitely off camera. And again, 89 tonnes, it's 9,000 litres of digestate, so amazing. Let's just speed this up though, and in fact, should we sleep? That's a lot. No, because if you sleep, it won't process all that. That's the trouble. That's when sleeping fails, because sleeping will just give you from this time. That's literally, this is going to bring an awful lot of money. But you see, normally, that's the point. How will that cope with the fact that it's got more that just continue to go down? Because obviously this is going to perform as though it's got 75 tonnes in, because that's what it's programmed to do. So I presume the rest is just going to carry on empty, going down. I've never done this before. It's going to rain in a little while. Yeah, I'm interested in this type of thing. But yeah, it is. It's going to go. Let's get rid of the normal 75 tonnes, and then it's like a TARDIS at that point, where the other 160 is going to go until it's really empty. Let's just see if that's... Yeah, it's still got electric charge still going up. Methane still going up as well. Yeah. When it gets down to 75 tonnes though, we're going to pull an all-nighter. Yeah, well, it's interesting, I think, to be honest. Yeah. Am I going to speed this up? I don't know. It's fairly fast. It's only going to be, I think it was about 2 minutes to get through the night. 2, or was it 5 minutes? I used to do this on Beyleron, funnily enough, at the very beginning, before Sleep Anywhere arrived. And the light should tip on this in a little while as well. So yeah. Why is the silage not going down now? That's interesting. Why is that? Now that is intriguing. Yeah, perhaps, again, there's nothing we can do about that kind of storage. I'd have to shift the silo if this is going to cause some kind of glitch. But that is definitely not going down anymore. The silage is stuck at 148,990. So this will be interesting. Let's go to sleep, and 8 o'clock is fine, and see if that actually goes down. Yeah, because sometimes game mechanics can go wrong the wrong way. That's stuck in there. So it's sort of, it's loaded the silage in. Has it put the silage in there? Yes! Wow. Okay, in that case then, let's go grab 48. You've got one of the big tractors here. Well, I've got the... No, I haven't not got that. That's something I did want to show you. Now this I might actually buy brand new. A mod dropped yesterday. Oh, again, I'm not... Oh, let's try. I might have done it, you never know. I don't think I will have done though. No, not that. On trucks here. I don't think I'll have ticked the thing. I should make sure as I go out in a minute to tick everything so that next time I can show you what I'm on about. Fantastic mod, and I think I will definitely be using this going forwards. Really will. It really impressed me. Yeah, I haven't ticked it. Nope. Right, okay. Let's just quickly grab, just to prove to my mind. I hate this when you get things that go wrong. Yeah, that's true. I can use that. I can do just proof of concept. Then I shall offload the side. So it's not terrible. It's a little bit weird. It's obviously offloading the additional into the storage rather than the. It's classing that as building storage, isn't it? So it's not cheating, but it sort of is in a way. But I mean, well, it's not cheating because I have no control over it. But yeah, and it is useful. It is useful that it's put it in storage, and I've just got to grab the silage out. So you've still offloaded it to somewhere where you can grab it quite easily. That's not terrible. just prove that I'm right. I know it says it, and I know it will be, but I just like sometimes seeing is believing sometimes. Yeah, smashing. Excellent. Well, at least I know that as well. But 179,451 from the energy business. I do love the energy business. It is so amazing. It truly is. Yeah, so our digest state, which is a lot, we are going to leave that literally till the end of next year. If, of course, I am still playing on Beyleron. This was a bit of just a blast from the past. I'm not sure if it's going to go to full. But I am enjoying it. I am. I've got to be honest. I really am loving my time on Beyleron. So yeah, if I pop out the other, it's got quite a bit of interest actually. There's quite a few viewers watching. So I'm not the only one that's interested in this. Of all the Let's Plays I'm doing at the minute, the Beyleron actually has got quite a lot of airplay, and that was quite quickly. So yeah, if you're all interested, then I'm going to keep kicking out some session. I'm chuffed with where we've got there. And again, I did say this, although a lot of people may sort of talk about the slurry yard being this is the thing that makes my Let's Plays work, it isn't. It is the icing on the cake. I did say that, and I know I keep using that analogy, but it's true. But I've got to be honest, if you were to truly say to me the BGA business is the one that literally, it's about 8,000 an hour. It really is. Maybe 6.5 on hard economy or something like that. But it is fantastic. And then, of course, actually, yeah, you're not selling just one product. You're selling your methane as well, and your electric charge. And then, of course, you've got your digestate, which you... Oh, wow, 180 tonnes. What a Bennett. Yeah, so you've got that, which you can either use to spray your fields, or if you've got a secret weapon like Missy B with her contacts, in the government, we can sell this for a cracking price. And actually, yeah, icing on the cake, definitely. But that's without the slurry yard. We've got up to 179,000. We're down at 18,000. So that's not down to the slurry yard at all. That's literally the energy business. So it is a very lucrative thing, which is why I often go for this, because it's, let's face it, the grass business, or even now converting straw to silage, which there are so many mods that do that. It is fantastic. So yeah, while the game mechanics allow it, I'm going to do it. Shall we quickly have a look if there are any contracts for next session? Ooh, there are. Ooh, more in fact. Do we take a spate of those into? Do we need to? I can see the point when I keep saying this. I'd like to concentrate on our farm now. That's a point. Yeah, you've gone through to that, and now you've got a growth stage. We need to. I think we can afford a scanner, so that's one thing I am going to do. We're going to literally buy the scanner. Now there are some super duper scanners, which I should show you, but I am trying to play realistically. So if I'm going to go for one that's slightly enhanced, it'll only be the very, very low one, because I didn't realise on St. Cali when I was doing this what it meant, how good the super scanners are. Yeah, it's sort of I think I'll go for the one that's twice as good if I'm going to go for it. And yeah, it's not that much of a stretch, truthfully. And also you've got to, I don't know though, we're not going to, yeah, do you know something? I'm going to stick to standard on this map. If I was going to, yeah, like Attingham, it wouldn't be bad for you to do it off camera and sort of lease the better one, in my opinion. Yeah, because this one doesn't show you the scanner, but it's 46 meters, I believe. This one has got M32.5. So what? The 46 is the normal. So I think we're going to lease that one, which should have a bit of a range extension. Oh, are we going to buy? No, I'd like to lease it to show everybody, and then I think I'll buy the standard for this map, because I really don't want to go super duper. The thing I bought it for though was this, and that's the colour. Yeah, like that. I didn't see the range extension. I just thought it would be really nice to have the this area scouts coloured to match your tractors if you really want to. I mean, let's face it, it's 150. There's not a lot of paints to do, but I think it looks nice. Everyone's used to seeing them blue, so you can do the cover colour as well. Oh yeah, do like that. Design colour. Oh wow, the pipes. So there you go. You can. I mean, that's a bit garish. I wouldn't go for that. The purple and the red do clash a little. The purple and the black go nicely, but well, that's just my taste. But yeah, I'm quite chuffed with that. Again, not really for the range extension. I did it on St. Cally, and it did a quarter of the map in one thing. I mean, yes, I know it's cheap, but again, it's sort of a kind of cheating. It really is. I mean, now I know that I can use courseplay. I mean, it didn't work on Sattingham. There was something about the field shapes. Well, I found out later it was the headland. There weren't enough headlands. If I'd have realised, I could have actually set a worker. No, I don't mind paying for that. It's cheap. 80 scans it was on Attingham. So yeah, if you could have gone to 40, I still think that's a lot, but it is a huge field. So yeah, it is what it is. If you've got a big field, it's going to take you a long time to do the jobs on your field. So it's yeah, swings and roundabouts. Anyway, enough waffling from me. Yeah, I truly do hope you're going to... yeah, and as always, remember this is our farm. Comments, I do always love your comments. Yeah, even about whether you think, what you think about using the front loader. I mean, again, it is, in my eyes, it is only simulating the fact that it is a bucket. It is. I mean, the Samurai is definitely a bucket. Of all of those front box or back box type things, the Samurai does double up as a proper front loader bucket. A lot of the others have got that ability to be a bucket as well, but they're all back boxes that do that ability, whereas I'd sooner have it as a proper bucket on the front. But I would like to hear your opinions on things like that, if you feel strongly about it. Or yeah, I always like to know the reasons why people believe what they do and what they think, truly. And on that note, I'm not going to waffle on anymore. I'm going to say goodbye for now.